You've redecorated. I really like
DW is on YouTube. Please subscribe before this joke gets old.
Hi, hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today I have an array of people who I think should play the next Doctor. I'd also do a great job at it, because if they didn't, then they'd get backlash. Some of these are more likely to play the Doctor than others because of how famous they are, or other things like always being busy, or they're just too famous or good enough to play the role. I don't know, to be honest. Just a quick heads up, all these actors are British because they need to be, otherwise it would be catastrophic and bad, because we don't want any American doctors, do we, am I right? So let's begin, shall we? So my first contendant is Michael Sheen, who is a great Welsh actor and recently played Chris Tarrant on the coughing scandal ITV drama called Quiz, which was really great. And I think you should check it out if you can, and don't pirate it because that's bad, and we don't want the economy to fail even more than it is already, am I right? What am I even doing? I'm going off topic. Yeah, so he has also recently been in a show called Good Omens, and co-star with the previous Doctor, David Tennant, and they both have really good chemistry in the show. And again, I think he's a great actor and probably one of the best out there, and he'll be a great Doctor if Jodie soon will hopefully give over the TARDIS keys to him. And my second contendant is Idris Elba, who is a well-known actor in Britain, and he's also been speculated to play the next James Bond after Daniel Craig. But those theories have been shut down apparently, so the Doctor next, perhaps, hopefully. He also has a good connection with the BBC because he's played Luther in a show called what's it called again? Oh, I've forgotten. Never mind. Well, onwards and upwards. Next is Richard Ayoade, who at first he doesn't seem like he'd play a good Doctor or a character like that at all, but thinking about it, he'd do a good job at it, I think. And he kind of seems old enough to play the role now and would play a mature Doctor, unlike his character Moss in the IT Crowd.
Tenettenberg.
Yeah, apart from that, another great Doctor contender in my opinion. The next one seems a bit unlikely, but James McAvoy would be another great Scottish actor to play the Doctor, but I feel like because of all the things he's been in recently, might not let him. Like being in X-Men and all these high-end films might mean he has a big filming schedule. He's also been in the new His Dark Materials show, which I'd highly recommend watching. It is another great show, and season 2 comes out soon too as well. Another unlikely one is Asa Butterfield. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Asa. He's most known for being a child actor in like British films like Nanny McPhee, and he's also been in some shows on Netflix recently too, but I feel he's too young to play the role, so maybe in a few years he'd do another good job at it. Next is Andrew Garfield, who is most known for playing Spider-Man, but he got kicked out of the role because of... He's also been in Doctor Who before in Daleks in Manhattan, which again, if he played the role then, he'd be too young for it. If he replaced Jodie Whittaker now, I think it would be the right time. Another unlikely contender is Simon Pegg. He's an actor who played another dream Doctor, but again, probably has a busy schedule in general and would be too expensive for the BBC to hire. Next up is Andrew Scott, who is yet another amazing actor, possibly one of the best in Britain right now. He's also in the new series of His Dark Materials again, which might prevent him from playing the role, as well as he also played Moriarty in Sherlock, which was written by Stephen Moffat too. He's probably in my top 3 for playing the next Doctor. He'd be brilliant. So, if the BBC decide they want another female Doctor after Jodie, or to make it simpler, if Chris Chibnall wants to do another risky move by casting another female Doctor, I have come up with a small selection of female actors who would also be great at playing the Doctor. So the most popular I'd say right now is Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who is smashing it right now, writing and starring in many shows like Killing Eve and Fleabag, as well as helping out to write the new James Bond film, No Time to Die as well, and she's probably my number 1 contender for playing the next female Doctor. Next is Hayley Atwell, who most people would probably recognise from playing Peggy in Captain America as well as in Agent Carter. I can kind of imagine her playing the Doctor as well. Yeah, she'd do a good job at it, I reckon. Another actor who is smashing it right now is Jodie Comer, who's fresh from being in Killing Eve, as well as being in many other things soon, like that Ryan Reynolds film called Free Guy, and yeah, I think she's another great actor who would suit the role perfectly. The next one is probably the most unlikely because of how young she is, as well as her schedule, but Millie Bobby Brown, who played 11 in Stranger Things, maybe in 10 years or so she'd play a great British female Doctor, but again, she is in these big budget films like Godzilla and Enola Holmes, so it would probably seem unlikely. Now, many people say that Olivia Colman would play a great Doctor, but I'd kind of disagree, as again, her acting schedule is probably quite full, as well as winning an Oscar recently as well might prevent her from playing the Doctor, and the other people that I said about, I think, are better contenders than her. Now, for my number one contender to play the Doctor would be Eddie Redmayne. He straight up gives me Time Lordy, Matt Smith vibes in Fantastic Beasts, and has also won an Oscar, which proves how good of an actor he is. But other people would say he's too busy and kind of famous for the role, but I think he'd be amazing and up there with David Tennant and Matt Smith as the best Doctors in the revival of the show. Now, recently, Jodie Whittaker did an interview of who she thinks should be the next Doctor, and she kind of acts like she already knows who it is.
In real time, you've got to wait to see who's announced as the next Doctor and the kind of fan anxiety that's around that.
Now, personally, I think that Ruth from Series 12 may possibly be the next Doctor, and I think that's who Jodie's thinking about when she says who she thinks the next Doctor is. And if she replaced Jodie, that is a very Chris Chibnall thing to do, in my opinion, and I don't think they'd just throw away another Doctor just for 2 episodes in Series 12 and instead bring her back as her own Doctor for her own era of the show. So yeah, that is my list of people who I think would play a great Doctor on the show. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I might go through them in a future video if they're good. Hopefully, please put good ones in. But yeah, apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon.